Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into the Amazon tool deals for the week. These are either going to be tools that are on sale, tools that even at their full price or list price, I believe to be good deals, and tools I find interesting and would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. Also keep in mind that everything we go over in these Amazon videos will have their own dedicated link down in the description for you guys. I will also have a tools and tools continued link, which are going to be two links that are going to take you to a list of other tools that I've went over in the past, as well as other tools that I suggest. So first up on today's list is the Wen 4.3 amp belt and disc sander. And I've had a couple products from Wen, and they are very, very affordable tools. Like I've mentioned multiple times in my previous videos, probably my favorite tool from them being their rotary tool, like their Dremel version, their little rotary tool corded. I've had way better results with it than any. I've owned two Dremels in the past, and I will not own another Dremel branded rotary tool again. After I purchased the Wen one for $20 or $30 at the time, I've put that thing to the test and used and abused that thing on multiple different types of materials and different projects, and it has held up and done a fantastic job. And so I think Wen is a good one when you're not necessarily looking for top of the line, something that you're going to be using every day. It's kind of like when you go to Harbor Freight looking for that tool that may get some decent use, but you're looking at saving a little bit of money, but still getting a good quality product, not necessarily needing the top of the line, but also not wanting to spend top dollar. I think Wen has a lot of good products for great prices, and this is definitely one that I would consider. As soon as I can outfitting my garage with like a drill press and a belt sander, disc sander combo like this, I'm going to. It's just making the room and justifying the room, because those are definitely two tools. Also a bench grinder. Those are three items that I've wanted to get for a few years now, and kind of made do with using other cordless tools that I own to kind of do the same job, but these would definitely make my life a lot easier for certain projects. So this is just one that I've always been interested in, and I've heard a lot of great things about them. Plus I already have good experiences with Wen stuff. Now I don't expect it to be, like I said earlier, top of the line stuff. I don't expect it to perform 100% like a $600 equivalent tool like this. I don't expect them to perform the same, but like I said, I've had good experiences. So that's all I'm going to say. This has 4.6 stars, 5,908 ratings. Now keep in mind that those ratings are these three products here combined. Next, we are looking at another Dewalt product. I've went over a few Dewalt items in the previous few Amazon tool deal videos. I'm trying to find you guys better deals on cordless tools on Amazon. Amazon isn't one that I've necessarily looked for or had too much good luck finding good deals on cordless tools. On Amazon, you usually find better deals on them other places, but I've been coming across more and more lately, so I want to share them with you guys. This is at $169, down from $250 list price. This is going to be their half-inch drill driver kit with two batteries, two 2-amp-hour batteries, a charger, and a bag. The bags, honestly, I don't really use them. You may be one that uses them, maybe use it as a junkyard bag or a job site bag. I'm not sure. I personally don't. It's still nice to be included, especially for $170. I think it's a good kit. Here you can see the part numbers and everything that's included in the kit. A metal chuck. And this may be the drill that I go with if my Dewalt 20 volt that I use here at the house ever goes out. You can see the new light design that they've put on the bottom of the drill on these. Brushless motor, 2 speeds, shorter body for more compact spaces. And then you also have the Tool Connect chip ready, basically a way to track your tool. But for under $170, I think it's a good deal. Let me know your guys' thoughts if you guys have any experience with this specific drill itself. I know Dewalt has actually quite a few drills out right now. My next one would have to be an upgraded hammer drill from what I have, which mine's still performing quite well, is getting used and abused a little bit now. So it may be time in the next year or two to pick up a new drill, hammer drill. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Next up is an item that I've been considering purchasing for a while now. So I've outfitted and done a lot of upgrades to my 23 Colorado in preparation for doing some overlanding and camping with the family. And I've already installed a power inverter in the bed of the truck, as well as a bed slide and many other things to make life easier, as well as a bed rack and a rooftop tent and awning. And while the inverter is great at work for charging my batteries, and then, using the inverter to run my portable cooler while driving, it's not something that I like to use while the truck is not running, even though it does have safety features in order to prevent my battery from dying, because I do just run it off my starting battery. These are extremely handy, and I don't want to go with a knockoff brand, because even the knockoffs aren't necessarily cheap. And I also don't want a small power station. I want something around the 800 watt to 1000 watt. I know a lot of people really enjoy EcoFlow, as well as like Jackery from Harbor Freight. You can also find that on Amazon. But this is one that I've been looking at for a while. The EcoFlow Delta is, well, they have the Delta 2, which are larger units, 1000 watts or more, watt hours or more, and are great and have a lot of great features, but I know you might see this price and think that's really expensive, but when you look at power stations of this size, this is actually priced very well. The ones over 1000 watt hours are getting close to $1,000. And when they release this Delta Mini, it's something that I've kept an eye on. Sometimes you can even find it around the $500 price range. $550 is fantastic still. The typical price is actually $600. Unlike when you see list price on here, list price is something that the product is very rarely actually at that price, but this typical price is actually what this unit runs at. And I've heard a lot of great things about the Delta Mini. Now, I was interested in this, where it includes the solar panels, because the solar panels are quite expensive but extremely handy to have. That's something I also want as well. And they actually had a deal going on where it was the Delta Mini and these two solar panels for like $800 or $850, and it was a fantastic deal, and I missed it, and I've been waiting for it and just couldn't get it. So unfortunately, I don't want to buy this without the solar panels, because while this is a great price, getting the solar panels included for a heavily discounted price is also a huge win. So while some of you could get some really good use out of this, this is great for not just overlanding, camping, but emergency power backup for around the house. If you're ever in a severe storm and you lose power, maybe you want to keep certain items around running, or maybe you're on a CPAP, you need that. There are multiple things you can use these for. My primary purpose would be for camping, running my powered cooler, things like that. But it would also be great to have around in the garage in case a situation like that happens. But this one has 5 AC outlets, a carport, so I'll just enlarge this here. Carport, there you can see the 5 outlets, and they do have ground points here for the outside. 4 different ways of actually charging the unit here. You can charge it by the house outlet, AC, DC, or solar. Then there you can see the battery life, as well as how long the unit's going to last depending on the load on the actual power station. You have a USB-C, a couple of USB-As, and a fast charge port there. I like the overall design and size of the unit as well. So it's very powerful for how compact it is, and just under 24 pounds. There you can see its size and everything. I'm sorry, I'm kind of ranting on this. May not be something that you guys are totally into, because I know we go over a lot of tools, but this is definitely something that is good for everybody. Whether you keep this in the shop, the garage, the house, traveling, it's just an item that I believe would be a good purchase. And I'll be either getting this one or one of the other ones from EcoFlow that I've been considering. So stay tuned for that. I'm sure as soon as the deal's on that, I'll make sure to share it with you guys. If you guys want more information on this, once again, all of these products will be linked down in the description for you guys, and it's just something to consider for safety situations. We will end this video with a tool though. So this is the K-Tool International Automotive Underhood LED Work Light, and this is rechargeable. It's telescoping from 49 inches to 80 inches. It is aluminum. It has 2 light modes of 700 lumens and 1400 lumens, and is orange and black in color. It has 4.1 stars at 46 ratings and is under $100. The typical price is $100. Today we're seeing it for $78. Just quickly looking at some of the photos, I like the design of this light. There are many more lights, under hood work lights, available online now than there used to be 5 to 10 years ago, where you could really only get a couple of them. There are a lot of different options now, and while I don't care for a lot of the designs, there's still some really good ones out there for good prices, so I like to share them whenever possible. There you can see kind of already some of the information that I've went over as far as the telescoping length. 8,800 milliamp hour lithium ion battery, run in the high mode for 3.5 hours, in the low mode for 6.5 hours. The only downside to this was the charge time. I think it was like 5 hours. Yeah, full charge time is about 5 hours, so that is quite some time for a charge time. Doesn't state if you can actually use this while it's charging or not. How it extends from the handles outward. So this is the new design. Light turns on in low mode so it doesn't cause you to see spots. Other lights, okay. New hook design makes it easier to clamp onto hoods and other panels. Hooks and ends of the lights rotate to make illumination easy. So I think it's just an upgraded version of an older model that they had. They also have other versions available, but I think for $78 this is a great price. 4.1 stars, 46 ratings, not a whole lot, but rated pretty decently. And there's just some of the information if you would like to pause and take a look at it. But once again, all of these items will be linked down in the description of the video for you guys, as well as the tools and tools continued link, which are going to have a large list of tools that I suggest. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave your thoughts down in the comments on these tools that we went over today. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.